Everybody, I'm so excited that you're here. And today, guys, I got something super special for you because we're coming into 2025. 2020, well, not even coming in, we're in 2025 right now. And today we're going to be going over the ultimate guide to dispo. Oh my gosh, let me start over. That was terrible. Oh my gosh. This is live, by the way, everybody. There's no redos. I can't just edit this. I got to start over. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody going? One more time. Give me some, help me out, guys. Give me some cheers, give me some comments and say, you can do it, Nate. Don't be afraid. You can do it. I can see it pretty good. Okay. Dig saying we can see it pretty good. All right. I'm gonna start over because that was absolutely terrible. So, not a great start to the new year, but you know what? We're going to crush it this year, so it doesn't even matter. What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's training. We're going to be going over the ultimate guide to dispo strategies that will work in 2025. Guys, this is going to show you exactly what you need to be doing in 2025 to dispo your deals. If you've never dispoed a deal before, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to review calls. We're going to show you how to fill up assignment agreements. I'm going to give you assignment agreement. I'm going to show you a call that I did with a real estate agent that's helping me find a buyer. Or actually, she denied me and said, I'm not going to help you find a buyer, but we can listen to it. This is going to be an action-packed call. And guys, if you're looking for the training and who to listen to and who to learn from, I'm your guy. I'm going to give you everything you need this year and forevermore so you crush it in your business. Let's go. And guys, I'm giving away my free assignment agreement that I've done I've done millions of dollars in transactions with this assignment agreement. It's all yours for free for joining on this awesome lesson, this presentation. And stay till the end because there's a lot of bonuses that I'm going to be giving you guys. So if you're watching this live, just comment and say where you're watching from. It means a lot to me to know that you guys are out there supporting me, and I'm here to support you. That's my goal, is to help you guys crush it. So let's go right into the lesson, everybody. So everybody, I got to get my slides all the way back to number 1. Oh my. Here we are, everybody. Let's crush it. Who am I? A lot of people want to know, who's this jabroni over here trying to teach me about real estate? Well, I'll tell you who I am. My name's Nathan P.A.Y.N.E, aka Professor P.A.Y.N.E. Why do I go by Professor P.A.Y.N.E? Is because my goal this year is to teach you everything you need to know. You don't need to go to any other Facebook group, any other channel, anywhere else in the world. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do by showing you how, what, where, when, why, all the W's. You get it. Okay, done over $1 million in assignment fees. Here's a bunch of deals that I've done. And if you're like, I don't know if this guy's legit, you can hop on a call with me and grill me and see if I'm really legit. But I am legit. Okay, I've done deals and I'm here to help you do deals. Okay, my goal is to be the best professor, the best teacher in the industry. I got my degree from BYU, Idaho. I did not get my degree in teaching. I got it in business management and business science just because I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. Whatever, I got a degree. So listen to me, all right? I'm just kidding. I have to use it for something, okay? Guys, I love teaching. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I actually wanted to be a teacher when I was growing up, but they don't make a lot of money. So I was like, well, I got to get into real estate or something that's going to align more with my, my goals of financial goals and stuff. But now that I know how to teach it and do it, I've been able to combine my passions, and I'm teaching you guys. Here are some people that I've helped make money. These are some of the clients I've had. These are some people that aren't my clients that I just give advice to and I've helped, and it feels good to help people make money and do deals. That's why I do this, because I love it, and it helps people succeed and grow. All right? So everybody that's watching, I know you might not want to do this, but you need to do this. You need to go get yourself right now a piece of paper. I'll be talking when you get back. Just get yourself a piece of paper and a pen. You need to take some notes. In 2025, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be writing down things. I know we all have our cell phones. We all have our stuff that we want. We don't want to write anymore, but writing will change the game for you, okay? So if you're not writing on physical paper with a pen or a pencil, you need to go get one right now. I got some tips for you guys. What it does, it helps you remember, okay? It helps you remember better. It helps you internalize what you learn, and helps you pay attention, because I know there's a bunch of distractions out there that, people are going to be calling you. You're going to want to check your Instagram while I'm doing this live. No, don't do it. Pay attention. Write down. Okay. All right, guys. So if you guys are ready, if you can, just in the comments, wherever you're watching this, say ready. because this is interactive, guys. This is not just me talking a floating head video, which I hate watching because they just yap and you're like, is this guy trying to sell me something, or is he going to get straight to the point? Guys, right here, this is interactive. Let's do it. So if you're ready, let's go. Right, comment ready. And pro tip of the day, guys, and you're going to be getting a lot of pro tips as we go through this, is write down at least 3 big takeaways that you have, because at the end of this, I want to ask what those takeaways are. Okay, so let's go right into it. The next slide. Where are we going to be going over today is dispo. So guys, I'm always real. I'm always raw and real with you guys, but I got to be real about my journey in wholesaling. When I first got started, dispo was my weak spot. I didn't have any buyers. And you know why I didn't have any buyers? Because I focused all my time and energy on finding deals. And a lot of people are saying, don't worry about finding buyers. You'll find a buyer once you get a good deal. Guys, that couldn't be anything further from the truth, because when I didn't have any buyers, when I had a deal, I barely could find buyers. Why? Because I didn't know how to find one. And they say, oh, if you have a good deal, a buyer will find you, or you'll find a buyer, whatever the saying is. Guys, you have to be able to do both, right? You got to be able to, yes, a lot of people say focus on acquisitions. That's great. I agree. It's good to focus on that. But I got caught in only focusing on acquisitions, and I did not have buyers. I lost out on a lot of deals. I didn't make as much money on the deals. So when I first got started, didn't have a lot of buyers. So what I did is I relied on a wholesaler. There was a wholesaler in my what did you say? My market I started in, okay? In Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, this wholesaler was nice, but what they did is they dispoed pretty much all my deals. And I got so complacent and easy and just being like, this is so simple. I don't have to worry about dispo, that I just let them dispo my deals for about 1.5 years. And they were making a large portion of my deals just to send it out to a buyer's list that they had cultivated. But still, like, I should have just spent more time. So that's why I'm working with you guys today, is to show you what you guys need to do to get your buyer's list going, to know how to dispo. We don't just wholesale anymore, people. I know I talk about wholesaling a lot, but we do novations, we do fix and flip, we do a bunch of different stuff, okay? My wife just walked in, so I got a little confused. Hey, guys, what's going on in the corner? My baby's just saying, hey, love you. So like I was saying, everybody, we don't just wholesale. We fix and flip. We wholesale, burr. We do it all, okay? Because you want to make as much money as possible. So that's why I'm saying you need to know it all, okay? But what I was saying is, having a wholesaler dispo all my deals, it was helpful, but I lost a lot of money doing it in the process. And I don't want to say lost, but I left a lot of money on the table. If I would have known how to find buyers earlier, would have made more. I think I probably would have made maybe $130,000 more because they were actually taking 30%, which instead of half, I know it says half there, but which isn't terrible. But anyway, so let's get into this training, guys. Let me know if you've ever relied on a dispo company or someone else to dispo your deals. It's not bad, but with what I'm going to show you, you don't have to worry about that anymore in 2025. I got your back, okay? So let me know if you've had those same struggles. We're going to show you guys how not to leave money on the table this year, okay? So before we're at the process right now. We're going to act like you already have a deal, okay? You already got the deal. You already got the contract signed with the seller. That's where we're at right now, okay? We're not talking about acquisitions at this point. We're talking specifically about, trying to dispo and selling the deals that you already have. Analyzing deals before dispoing it, okay? We're not going to dive too much into how to analyze a deal. I have another training on that, just like this one, where I dive in really deep on how to do it. I give away my calculator that shows you exactly how to analyze deals. But if you guys want that training, by the way, just comment training. What I'm going to have is I'm going to have my virtual assistant go through these videos, and anybody that comments like training or any of the things that I say, so you guys can get what the free resources I'm talking about, she's going to send them to you, or just go to our Facebook group and you can grab them there. But basically, an overview is you want to be able to know your numbers and if you have a good deal or not. You don't want to be sending out trash to your A buyers, your A plus buyers, your A lists, your buyers list. You don't want to be calling agents. You don't want to be wasting your time on a crappy deal, okay? You also don't want to lock up a crappy deal and tell a seller you're going to buy their house when you have a bad deal and you bought it at the wrong price, and they're thinking you're going to buy it when you absolutely are not going to buy it because it's not a good deal. So anyway, you have to know your numbers, ARV, repair costs, profit margins. You have to evaluate your exit strategies. the extra strategy we're talking about specifically today is dispo, is wholesaling, right? But we're also going to be talking about novations a little bit. How do you do those? How do you do a wholesale? How do you do fix and flip? We're going to be talking about the different extra strategies when you fix and flip, because when you get a deal, because you need to know what's going to make you the most money. Okay, wholesaling is cool, it's fine, but if you're just wholesaling, you're not going to make as much money as if you know how to do the other exit strategies. So analyze the deal before you dispo it out. Make sure you're sending out a decent deal. And we're going to talk about common mistakes that are made at the very end. But if you make the common mistake that a lot of people do, they send deals out way too high, you're also not going to get any offers, and no one's going to want to talk to you because your deals suck. Okay, so pro tip, watch my training. If you want to get into ARV more and knowing how to analyze like a true boss, the painless way, right here, guys, just comment training. That's it. And I'll be sending it your way. All right, so let's go to the next one. What are some of the top ways to dispo in 2025? All right, guys, you need to cultivate an A+ buyers list. Okay. So who are A+ buyers? Who the heck is an A+ buyer? These are buyers that you have a relationship, who you trust. This is people that you can call and you can chat with, that they can even give you an offer even if you don't have the deal under contract, and you can kind of use them as get their feedback on a deal instead of having to lock it up and then send it to them. These are people that you've met through your network. They pick up your calls. They want to talk to you. Okay, these are people that you send a deal and they're going to say, hey, I'll get you an offer by the end of the day. This isn't just people on a buyer's list where you don't really know who they are and they might get back to you or not. This is your A+ buyers. This is the first person you want to dispo deals to. And if you do deals the painless way, the way I do it, I don't think you guys can see. I got to write a little bit lower. Okay, so if you do deals the painless way, you actually can get them to make you offers before you even have the deal under contract, which is super helpful for negotiating. Okay. These are, again, buyers you've done multiple deals with and you're actively engaging with, and they're showing interest. They're interested in the industry. How do you find these A+ buyers? Okay. Well, I told you guys, network. And how do you network? Well, if you haven't done any deals, start networking with title companies, hard money lenders. Okay. I didn't put that in the slides, but hard money lenders. You got to go to RIAs, go meet up with people that are RIAs. Those are active buyers that usually go to RIAs, Facebook groups. And I'm going to tell you more about Facebook groups, coaching programs. There's usually people within coaching programs that are actively buying, depending which coaching program that you join. Key tip: focus on building trust, everybody. A lot of deals can go to the finish line just through trust. And a lot of people, if they don't trust you and they don't know if you have a good deal, let's just say trust. If they don't trust you, sometimes they won't buy your deal, even if it's good. But if they trust you, they're going to work with you. So focus on building that trust, and consistent follow-up creates long-term connections. Guys, I have buyers that I can still call that I haven't done deals with in a while because I haven't been selling to them, but we're still homies. We're still friends, okay? So those are your A+ buyers. That's what you need to focus on, everybody. Top way to dispo your deals when you wholesale, okay? Softwares like BatchLeads. There's a lot of softwares out there. I see some people making comments. I want to let you guys know that BatchLeads is tried and true. Love BatchLeads. And we're actually going to be doing a live demo coming up in this presentation. I'm going to show you guys exactly the fastest way to find cash buyers and use real estate agents and leverage them to find your deals live. I'm going to do a demo so you guys don't have to think like, how do I do it? I'm going to show you, because that's what Professor P.A.Y.N. does. He shows you guys how to do it instead of just yapping. Nobody wants to just hear me just talk. Okay, nobody wants a floating head just talking. I'm showing you guys. I got your back. Okay, I'll show you exactly how to do it, but BatchLeads is one of the softwares that I like to use to find cash buyers. You can pull data and find out which cash buyers are actively buying and how many properties they own, which is very useful because you can be like, oh, cool, they own a property over here. Oh, they have a lot of properties. They must be really legit. Okay, BatchLeads is the go-to software for finding buyers, in my opinion. I really like it. And you can skip trace directly out of the platform and call the real estate agents. Very user-friendly. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it again on this training, okay? So stick with me. Hey, by the way, everybody, are you guys with me still? I'm going through the top ways, and I'm going kind of quick because I'm going to be showing a lot of live demos and filling stuff out. So I'm not trying to go too deep on how to find like the overview of what you need to do, because I'm going to show you. So give me a 1 wherever you guys are watching if you're following me, And if you're feeling this, and if you're not feeling this, give me a 2 and be like, yo, Nate, this presentation blows. You need to step up your game. And I'm trying to come with the energy, guys, but the feedback, I do like feedback because it lets me know I feed off the feedback. It energizes me. Okay, top ways to dispo properties 2025, real estate agents. Guys, real estate agents are the masters of their market, right? So if you're doing nationwide wholesaling and you don't know a specific market, rely on real estate agents. Real estate agents can help you, and you can quickly find real estate agents that are investor friendly because they represent cash buyers, right? You can find that really fast on BatchLeads. Tap into net agents networks. Super huge. They know the area. They've networked, right? They know the cash buyers. You can try and pull that data in that list, but they've already cultivated that trust. Okay, they can get a deal done probably quicker than you can if you leverage them. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that using real estate agents is always a good way to go about it. Now, you have to pay them a little bit of a commission. You can negotiate their commissions. You can say, hey, I'm willing to pay you 2K, 3K, 1K, 5K. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. And Jerry Norton, shout out to one of my mentors, Jerry Norton, he said that he's able to get real estate agents to just bring the cash buyers and say, hey, your cash buyer is going to use you when he flips it. So I've never been able to do that and get an agent to bring me a buyer without paying them a commission. But if you're able to and they're willing to do it, well, there you go. You save a little bit of money. But that's an option too. Focus on building partnerships with agents, because if they're out there on the ground and they're building those relationships, you can leverage them too. And they can potentially bring you buyers that are new, that don't need big margins. And you can work with them and they can bring you those type of sweet buyers. Win-win deals build long-term pipelines. It's so true, guys. Okay. So if you can always live by this rule, win-win, you're going to win. That's just it. All right. So coming up later, I'm going to show you exactly how to talk to real estate agents. I told you guys this earlier, but I have a call that we're going to analyze where I call the real estate agent on a deal I'm trying to dispo. And you guys can listen to it and you guys can critique me. You can say, hey, Nate, that call was terrible. Hey, Nate, that call was awesome. I like how you did this. I don't like how you did that. Hey, I'm the professor, but I'm here to learn too. It's not like I can't be learning from you guys. I'm here to learn from you too. So we'll dive into that call that I got later with that real estate agent in San Antonio. All right. Facebook. A lot of people use Facebook to dispo their deals. That's actually how I dispoed my first deal that I got for $5,000. I don't know if you guys ever heard that story, but it's a pretty funny one. Dealt with a guy from Croatia that was about to lose his house in pre-foreclosure. That's not why it's funny, but it was a funny situation because, the way we went about it was – anyway, all I'm saying is Facebook works, okay? But you have to be careful, guys, because Facebook groups sometimes does have wholesalers that act as cash buyers and they don't tell you. I'm okay to work with a wholesaler. I told you I first started working with wholesalers in the very beginning. That's cool, but they need to let you know who they are. I don't like when they don't tell you who they are. That's not transparent. That's not doing things the painless way, the transparent way. You got to be real with people. Let them know what you're trying to do. Okay, so Facebook groups, free buyers leads, post a deal, start getting feedback, engage in the comments and build connections. But pro tip, everybody, you have to remember this. You have to be able to vet them. You got to vet them because you can't just send all that information out to everybody that comments. You don't know who they are. You don't know if you can trust them. So I like to vet a little bit. I like to say, hey, let's hop on a call. Not everybody, but if I get somebody that seems pretty interested, I want to hop on a phone call. If they don't want to hop on a call with me, they're probably not that interested in the deal itself, because I'm going to need to talk to him if we're going to do the deal. If I'm going to sign it to him, we're going to need emails. We're going to need to be able to chat. I want to build a relationship too. I want to know if I can trust you. So if you're going to use Facebook, you got to make sure you vet. Vet. That's what that says, vet. And if you guys don't know what vet means, well, grab a dictionary, okay? I'm sure everybody knows what vet means. Actually, I don't honestly, is that like an abbreviation of a word, vet? I've never really thought about it. I just know it just means to check. All right. Maybe someone in the comments can say, hey, Nate, I looked it up. That means this. All right. Other top ways to dispo, buyers lists. Now look, guys, when I first was wholesaling, I didn't have a good buyers list. I didn't have buyers list at all. And I was just relying on the other wholesaler to wholesale my deal, right? To JV with me. And they made a lot of money. right? Every time I remember walking into their office after we dispo a deal, I'd go pick up my check. I'd be all excited and really happy, and they'd be smiling from ear to ear. Hey guys, here's another check, and we'd be like, wow, what nice guys, just giving us their check. They're always smiling. They're so nice. Of course, they're smiling. They just made $30,000, $40,000 off a deal they didn't have to find, and they just had to blast it out to their list, and they made 30, 40K on some deals. I'd be smiling too. And I do smile when I do JV deals because they're great. Okay. So I remember that. But what are buyers lists? Okay. Where can you get them? Now, a lot of people, like if you go this route of if you pull an absentee owners list and you call them all and landlords and active investors, if you do all that, that's a waste of time, in my opinion. Use the strategy I'm going to show you right now through BatchLeads. That's the best way to build a buyers list. Networking, best way, and trading lists. Pro tip. Okay, don't start calling absentee owners to build your buyers list and landlords and all this garbage in areas that you don't know you have deals. Okay, it makes sense if you have a deal or you know where like the hot areas are and you can do a little bit, but definitely don't throw like all this in a cold call dialer and just try to find buyers. Waste of time. Okay, so what I was going to say on the pro tip is trade lists, guys. Check this out. You're going to love this. So after 2 or 3 years of wholesaling, I had built up a substantial wholesaling buyers list in my market. Guess who I traded lists with? I reached out to my buddy who was the one that was dispoing all my deals in the beginning. And I was like, hey, man, how's business? He's like, oh, it's going good. And I told him, he's like, well, first he was like, hey, we haven't heard from you guys in a while. I'm like, yeah, man, because we're dispoing our own deals and everything's good, but good to hear from you. And he's like, well, do you have a good buyers list? I was like, yeah. He's like, do you want to trade? So I eventually ended up trading with the guy that had the ultimate list when I first started. We traded and we added thousands of buyers to our list without me having to cold call and do a bunch of that stuff. Like I was saying, is a waste of time. Now, look, the only reason I put that is because, not even if you want to do it, but that's just what people would think, right? Better ways to do it now: trade, leverage others, trade lists with other wholesalers in the market, or do the strategy I'm going to show you in BatchLeads and the strategies I'm showing you on these slides as well. Okay, next slide. Guys, give me a 1. I talk a lot and I don't get to see your beautiful faces. So I don't know if you guys are sleeping or if you're loving this, but I hope this is helpful. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're loving this. Give me a 2 if you're like, I'm snoozing, Professor P.A.Y.N.E, Professor Nate. This class, this lesson blows. Let me know. I love your feedback because if it's not good, I'm coming back better next time. All right, top ways to dispo properties. MLS, people, MLS, the multiple listing service. If you can get your property on the MLS, you are crushing it. That is the best buyers list. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have a cash buyers list that's nationwide that has over 1.3 million cash buyers on it. Doesn't even hold a candle to the MLS. The MLS is the best. Why? Because people are actively looking for deals on there. It's just the best buyers list, period. Okay. It's the best one available. If you can get your properties on the MLS, you rock. That's the best way to sell, right? You don't have to think, oh man, did I miss out or leave anything? No, you're gonna sell your deals if it's a deal, if it's on the MLS. Pro tip, everybody. You have to be able to make sure you have the right contract signed from the seller to even be able to put on the MLS and have the right conversation. If you guys don't know what paperwork you need, comment contracts in wherever you're watching, because I have a training where I go really in depth on how to fill out real estate purchase contracts, what contract you need, what paperwork you need to do a novation or put stuff on the MLS. I have a full training that shows you exactly how to do it, and it gives you my contract that I've done over $1 million, millions of dollars in assignment fees with. So guys, if you want that, I got your back. We're going to hook you guys up with that too. So just type in contracts if you guys want that. But you need the right paperwork to put stuff on the MLS. Then you can do novations. Then you can find cash buyers on the MLS that are looking even on there. You can even sell stuff creatively. There's just a lot of different options. It gets more eyeballs on your deals. Okay. So get your deals on the MLS and don't be a knucklehead. I know it can't be done all the time, but if you can, get it done. All right. Finding buyers. This is the demo I was telling you guys about. Let's freaking go into this demo. Find buyers on BatchLeads. You can find deals on BatchLeads too. But let's dive into this demo And I'm going to show you guys quickly how to find cash buyers using BatchLeads. And let's go. So if you guys are ready, just comment ready. And the reason I'm asking you guys to comment a lot is mainly because I don't know if anybody's watching really, and it enables me to know, hey, there's people still watching. All right, so comment ready or give me a like. Any of these things trigger this screen and say, hey, the people are still watching. And I say, hey, that gives me energy. Let's freaking go. All right, so let's get, if you're ready. Oh, see guys, see, I love it. MT saying ready fuels me, brother. I appreciate that. I'm assuming you're a brother. 99% of my audience is male, according to the analytics. Maybe the women don't resonate with Professor P.A.Y.N.E. Maybe they don't like my face. Maybe they don't like the way I talk. But I'm assuming you're a brother, and I appreciate you. And for the women out there that are watching, the 1%, I appreciate you because you make up 1%. Thank you. All right, contracts. Appreciate it, everybody. All right, so we're going to go right into this demo on BatchLeads. Now, I can't go too in depth on the data that that BatchLeads gives you because this is on the live stream. And if I show you, then this YouTube will stop the stream because it's like, hey, this is too much private information. So it's that good. Oh my gosh, this is a female. Wow, the 1%. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Thanks for staying tuned. Thank you so much. All right, so here is how you find cash buyers, guys. Let's see. I need to change the. There it is. Okay, so you guys can see. So we're gonna say we're in Salt Lake City, Utah. So all we do is this is BatchLeads. You just go to the property search portion. You go to the state in the area. You can type in the actual address of the property you have. So let's actually just say. I'm not going to type in a specific address, but I'm just going to say that our property is in Rose Park. Okay. I actually have a rental here in Rose Park that I'm trying to sell on the MLS. Now, the MLS, although is good, it doesn't mean you're going to sell everything because my property is still listed and it freaking needs to be sold. So I'm in Rose Park. Let's say that actually one of these might even be my house. So let's say that this, I have a house that I'm trying to wholesale on Nocturne. Okay. So all I do to find a cash buyer is I go and I mark around with this little button right here. And you guys can't see that button because I need to, there you go. Okay. Now you guys can see everything. All right. So you just go to the area where you have your property, Nocturne. Okay. You mark around your property and you say, hey, I'm looking for any cash buyers that have flipped a property around here recently that I can call and see if they're looking for their next project. So you mark the property, you go and you click on market. So that means that it's looking for cash buyers, okay, because you're going to go to the cash buyer filter, cash buyers that have recently flipped a property in this area and they've listed it on market. Pretty dang cool, huh? So right here, this guy is listed, has flipped his house. It's active. It's been on the market for 36 days. I could click on here and I could get his LLC information. I could skip trace him for free with BatchLeads. Whether you're on the free trial and you need a link, send me a message and I can send you a free trial. You can skip trace on the free trial. You can check this out and see if you like it. It's pretty dope. So I could skip trace him, call him, or I could call the real estate agent that's listing it. This one as well. This one as well. You name it. Blah, 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 blah. That's how you do it, guys. Need I say more? It's that freaking simple. Okay. You just go bam, you pick your location, Salt Lake City. I'm doing it one more time for the people that, you know, it might be a struggle. The boomers out there that are seeing this and they're saying, hey, Nate, that was too quick. I didn't figure that out. Look, I'm doing it for the boomers. Type in boomer if you're a boomer because I love you too. Okay. All right. All you do is you go to where your property is that you're trying to dispo. Now you can make this square bigger. You can make it as big as you want. You can make it a circle. You can make it a triangle. You can draw it. Doesn't matter. So I just make it around here and I say, okay, who in this freaking area is a cash buyer? So I go to cash buyer and they have a property that's listed on the MLS within the last year or so that they've done this. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty cool. Even shows you pending. It's even shows you sold. So you don't have to just rely on, actives. That's it, guys. Then you take it, you click on the information, you call the real estate agent or the cash buyer. Now, if you guys are like, oh, shoot, Nate, I don't know what to say to them. Do you need to worry, everybody? I got your back. I knew you were going to say, Nate, what do I do? I don't know what to say. I knew you. I'm going to take care of you. Okay. That's the next thing we're going to be going over is what the heck do you say to a real estate agent? What the heck do you say to a cash buyer? Let's dive in. Okay. Guys, give me a 1 if you enjoyed that tutorial. If you thought that was super simple, say 1. And if you think like, hey, 2, that wasn't that helpful. Again, feedback is good. I like to hear from you guys. I like to know if what I'm doing is helping you out, but pretty dang simple. So now that I showed you how to use batch leads, right? Now that I showed you how to find buyers on there and get agents without having to dive too deep into the data, right? Like, because I don't want to get flagged on this stream. How do you work with an agent? Okay. How to work with agents if they bring a buyer. I just had one of my clients, Carl, say, Nate, I got a real estate agent that says they have cash buyers. What do I do? Do I give them the information? Shout out to Carl. This one is for you, brother. I did tell you what you need to do, but I'm going to tell you again because I care about you and I want you to watch this. All right. So how do you work with real estate agents? Well, you got to pay them the commission. And well, according the way Jerry Norton does it, he's able to get agents to bring buyers without it by just saying, hey, if you bring me your buyer, you're going to be able to list it and make commission when they flip it. So with Jerry Norton, do try that. But if you want to pay the commission, go ahead, pay a commission too. All right. So scripts and strategies, guys. I have scripts within my Facebook group, but we're not going to get into specific scripts. I'm just telling you the work, how you work with agents, like in an high level overview. Okay. You want to build rapport by asking them the right questions. And again, we have scripts in the Facebook group, so don't worry about that. Negotiate commission structures. Okay. Incentives. Again, Jerry Norton says, hey, if you bring a buyer, you're going to be able to flip it and list it. He's going to flip it and you're going to list it. You're going to make your 3% or whatever he pays you. Or you can negotiate, a 1%, 1K. Man, that's some terrible handwriting. 1K, 2K, 3K. I even negotiated someone, it was like 1250 or something. And it honestly depends what market they're in, because if it's it's like $100,000 house ARV and you have it for 40, the agent's not going to ask for like $10,000 to bring a buyer. They might ask for like 500. So a lot of it does kind of depend on the market you're in. In Utah, where I was, I am, right, where I say was because I moved to Canada, but I'm still doing deals there. 3K is usually what we would pay them, right? Because the normal commission would be like 10, but they don't really have to do that much, but just run it by their buyers. That's what it was. Okay. Agent scripts, like I said, they're in the Facebook group under the guide section if you guys want to check that out. Let's see. Follow up. Anyway, there's a lot on these slides. I'm not going over everything, but there it is. And by the way, we got Jesse saying you're dropping bombs, and that means a lot to me. I'm dropping bombs for you, Jesse. I appreciate you. Thank you. And anybody that says I'm dropping good info, comment that in there because that fires me up. I feel fueled when I've already said this. I feel fueled when you guys learn a lot because that's what I like to do. I like to teach. So if I know it's helping, it makes me excited. All right, everybody. So what to say to agents? What the heck are we trying to say to these agents to get them to like us, to get them to trust us, to even want to talk to us? Look, there's not much if an agent doesn't like wholesalers, you're not going to make them like you by finessing them, right? Either they work with real wholesalers or not. Okay. So don't get too crazy about it. Like, you don't have to say, hey, my name is Nathan, I'm a wholesaler. You don't have to say that, but don't feel like if an agent doesn't want to talk to you because they know you're trying to find a cash buyer from, like you did something wrong, whatever. They don't want to work with you. Go work with an agent that knows that they're how to work with wholesalers, and the ones that are smart, the ones that can make more money. Okay, so we're going to dive into this live call review. I want you guys, I actually really need your interaction right now because I'm going to share it on a new tab, and I'm not 100% sure if the audio will come through as I share. So I just need everybody that's here to be ready and say type 1 if you can hear it, and 2 if you cannot hear it. Because again, I don't know if the audio is going to come through on this. So I'm about to share, but what is this call? I have a deal in San Antonio. I ended up listing it on the MLS. Why did I ended up listing on the MLS? Because I know how to. But first, I called some real estate agents that had listings in the area and asked them, hey, do you have any cash buyers? I'm going to show you this call. This is a call I did about a property that is currently on the MLS that I'm trying to sell and find a buyer for. But first, I called the real estate agent. This is a real call. We can listen to the whole thing if you guys want. Honestly, it seems like anybody that's listening really does want to know that's watching this video with me. You guys really do want to know how to improve and really crush it. So it's not that long of a call. Let's listen to it. And I want you guys' critique. I want you guys to have your pen and paper out, taking notes, and I want you to give me some critiques. I want you to score me and say, Nate, that was an A+ call, or hey, that was a C-. I want a grade. That's what I want. I want you guys to grade this call and say, hey, A+ Nate, C-, B+. I'm going for the A. I'm going for an A-. If you guys can hook me up with an A- by the end of this call review, I'd be happy. All right, because I think I'm an A+ kind of guy, but I'm gonna let you determine. Okay, did I do good or bad? All right, so let me see if you guys can hear this. Let me, D-. Oh, some guys hit me with that D-. You haven't heard the call yet, man. Wait till you hear this, and then I'll respect that D- or not. Okay. So let's go over here. I'm gonna share. I got to share the specific tab apparently, so you guys can hear the audio. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Again, I need you.
Is it 208 Coleman?
No, it's 1020 West Poplar Street.
One, if you
That's
can hear
the
it.
one I was calling about.
Okay.
Two,
cool.
if you can't hear it.
Yeah, what's going on?
So I see that it's been listed for 214 days, and the reason why I'm calling is I'm talking to a seller that has a property like right across the street, and I'm in negotiations with like buying his property, but I'm really struggling to know like if it's a good purchase that I should buy, if I should flip his house, if I should just wholesale it, or if I should just like buy it and like rent it out. So I just figured you have the house right across the street. You might be able to kind of tell me a little bit more about the area since I don't live in the area.
I know that area sees a lot of homeless people, and the house is on that street. I'll say Poplar, the one that I have listed, is probably like one of the first or second nicest ones. The one like next to me on the left-hand side has been renovated. That one's nice.
Okay.
But that one only sold for like 190 and or like 180, I can't remember. And then ours, unfortunately, my sellers just
they won't budge.
I know this lady very well, and we need to be realistically in the 190s, the 195s for ours to sell. And it's not renovated or anything. Ours has a driveway, a place where they can park, blah, blah, blah. It's worth $500,000 now.
It's so hard, isn't it, to get them to like.
Those are sunflower seeds, by the way, everybody. A lot of people think I'm dipping. I don't dip. It's sunflower seeds. I was hungry. I was doing the call. I was eating some sunflower seeds. Just letting you know. Okay.
Realize that their house isn't that not what they want for it, right? Yeah, I totally get that.
Definitely. So, I don't know, man. It's one of those areas. It's not that nice of an area. Yeah, it's a great location, but there's homeless people up and down that street. That house has been broken into by homeless people like countless times.
Then you might know the one
like
that you might know the one I'm thinking about. It's 1019 Poplar. It's
Is it the one for sell by owner?
Yeah, that's the one that that's the one we've been chatting with him about.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, last time I spoke with him, he wanted like an arm and a leg.
Well, yeah. So that's exactly the house, and we've been able to get him. We actually have it under contract because we were going to buy it at 120. And then like we also negotiated terms like where if we bought it and then just wrapped it and sold it to someone like someone that needs financing, like maybe a family that can't qualify, we got like decent terms on it. But again, I'm a little skeptical. I've been looking, like you said, I think we would have to put in a lot of money to get this to sell if we were to flip it. And it would probably just be like 180, 190, like you're saying. Anyway, yeah. So do you think like if I were to list this like on the MLS myself, or even have someone like you help me out, like do you think it would sell for like 120 or like, well, we have it at 120, so like 130, 140, or is that still too is that still too high for like something that's in bad shape?
Are you gonna leave it as is?
Yeah. We just hope to get a cash offer on it.
How big is it?
992, 992 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I have the pictures of the inside,
I
and
think it would be a little struggle for sure, because I think I've seen it and it just kind of looks like a little bit of a mess, like a lot going on. I don't know if it was the trees or the gate or the sign in front of the house. I don't know which one it was.
yeah,
But I think 130, 140 might be pushing it, but you never know. I don't
I
know.
know.
I would have to look into it.
Well,
Revisit the area.
yeah, I appreciate you taking your time to help me out. It's just we have a motive, like he's a somewhat motivated seller. Like I'm an investor, right? I just try to make money however I can, whether I flip it, wholesale it, sell it to someone on a wrap, and they move in. So I'm just trying to figure out the best situation where I can make something happen. Since he does want to sell it, right? It's just trying to figure out the best option to go about working with him.
I hear you.
So in your opinion, like, in this area, are there a lot of like Hispanic families that are looking like dueño a dueño, like buying homes that have financing, or not so much? And would you know?
The offers that we've been receiving is a bunch of investors like you. So it's like I've had one family like across the street was like, "Hey, my daughter's looking for," but it's like, "What does your credit look like?" We had actually
Right.
two families say, "Oh, my daughter wants to." Okay, what does their credit look like? And then they disappear.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I mean? So it's not going to be a cash deal when it comes to them. So financing or FHA or whatever loans they try to use, is it going to qualify? Is it in pretty good shape? For it to be a
right.
loan?
Well, what we usually do is I don't know if you've ever dealt with this, but we sell on wraps. That's basically when the seller
Yeah,
finances the purchase of the home.
Yeah.
So that's
Which
how
I'm
we're able
like,
to get like a
all right.
family that doesn't have credit. But then again, it only if there's like enough of those people that are out there. I wouldn't really know. I don't live in San Antonio.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. I don't know. That would be. It's kind of just one of those things. I wouldn't be able to tell you as much.
Yeah.
I really don't know what else to say about it.
No, that's fine. If I were able to work something out with him, would you be open to listing this one for us? Like if I was able to kind of work an agreement out with him where we could, like, I would be the point of contact and you could list it.
Yeah. As far as like, would y'all be paying a commission and all that to the buyer
Yeah,
and seller?
of course. Yeah. So we would pay you the normal commission, and then we would be offering. I don't know how it works right now with agents. Don't you have to like negotiate the buyer's commission like with every sale or something like that, or every person?
No, it's well. I mean, yeah, that's like how it's always been forever. But I mean, I would say if you're gonna want to bring a buyer, I highly recommend, even to my $1 million listings, I tell them to pay the 3%. You know what I mean? Because as soon as the buyer finds out, because they can ask like, "Hey, what is your buyer
Right.
listing person selling it for? Or, like, what's the commission? Are you offering a commission?" I mean, I highly recommend it, but I get it. Honestly, with something like that, I would have to like know exactly what y'all are gonna sell it for, because I don't want to be sitting on another listing and then hire another photographer, and like that's
Yeah, to be
expenses out of my pocket.
be a waste
So
of your time.
I would
Yeah.
definitely hear you guys out though.
Well, I'm just thinking like it would probably be around like 130, 140. That's what we were thinking, just because we have it under contract for 120. And we would basically talk to him and be like, "Hey, we're gonna net you out 120," and then we would try and list it for 140, and then we would basically get paid the difference at close. Like we just know what agreements like it would. Yeah, there's just specific agreements that allow us to get paid at close, and then you would get paid as well. But do you think that would be worth it, like around 130, 140, or would that be like not really worth your time?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, not right now, dude. I'm like super swamped with a bunch of buyers. I mean, and then with the listing, granted, it's right next to my other listing, but I don't think so. But I do know somebody who would do it.
Okay. Well,
if you're open, and they're on my team, we're all through Keller Williams Heritage, through AE Realty. We're all super good. It's just, yeah, for me, I'm sorry.
no. Hey, I'm not offended by any means. Obviously, if it was something that sounded like you would make money, you would do it. So, what price, I guess, like if I went back to negotiated the deal, what price would make sense? Like where you're like, okay, that's something I could see someone going ahead and buying. Like would 120 be, I don't know. I know you never know. No one ever knows, but just kind of curious to get your feedback.
Shoot, man, you asked me to shoot from the rip, and
you want me to send you? You want me to send you some
Um,
pictures, like to like recent pictures of what it looks like inside, so you can kind of get a good idea?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I gotta jump into some things right now too, so I mean, I'll be happy to help you. Just shoot me some photos. I'll give you my best advice.
And like I said, if you want to just hand me over to that other guy, totally cool too. I do think we can get him down just because I'm sure he's had this conversation I'm having with you. He's probably had it like hundreds of times. So it's either he moves or he doesn't, right? He moves on his price.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
No, I hear you. But sounds good. Yeah, I'll shoot over my colleague a text, and then I'll forward you his information.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for answering all my questions.
You're welcome. What was your name?
My name's Nathan.
Nathan. Okay, Nathan. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, look forward to hearing from you or your partner.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. Bye.
All right, everybody. What do you guys think? Was that an A+ performance? Was that a B+? Was that a D, a C, a freaking terrible? What do you guys? Let me. I got to share my other screen again. Sorry. All right, here it is, right here. Yeah. What do you guys think? Guys, give me your honest opinion. That was a full-blown conversation with the real estate agent that has the listing right next to the property that I'm trying to dispo. Before I brought it to MLS, I put on the MLS now using brokerlist.com. It cost me $100. I was able to do it with the contract that I have that I'm giving you for free. If you just type in the section contract, I'm hooking you guys up. I'm giving away everything. You know why? Because it's time for you guys to take action if you haven't already. But I want to know yeah, give me your honest opinion. I don't mind getting roasted live on live video. Let's go. A+, B+, C+. I want to know. What do you guys think? Was that good? Did you learn a lot? We got one saying A. Oh, Dig, I appreciate you. Dig, I want to know why you thought that was an A though. Why was that? If you guys are gonna grade me, let me know why. That's because if I see the grade, I'm gonna say thank you because I love the interaction. But I want to know why you guys feel like that, because I'm a student of the game. I'm Professor P.A.Y.N.E, but I also am always learning. I want to know why you guys thought that was good. What did I do good? What did I do bad? We got one A so far. We got an A from my man Dig. Okay. And the reason why I'm getting critiqued live is because I believe that critiquing and being self-aware is doesn't matter where you're at in the game. You always can be progressing. You always need to progress. You need to be a student of the game no matter where you're at. So if you guys aren't asking for feedback from other people, you need to, especially no matter where you're at in the game. Ask for feedback, role play, ask people to help you out. We got another A from MT. I appreciate you, MT. Like I said, guys, tell me why you feel like that was an A. What did I do good? What do you think? What'd you get out of it? Okay. It might take you guys a little while to type stuff up, so no worries. We got something else amazing coming down the pipeline in this presentation, and then we'll be done. And you guys are going to have everything you need to know from this presentation. You're not going to need anything else to know how to talk to real estate agents, how to use BatchLeads, how to fill out an assignment agreement. I freaking got you all on this presentation. I got it all. So like I said, just let me know why you guys thought it was an A, or if you give me a C or a D, let me know. Let's improve. Let's get better. We got Dig saying you explained everything to the agent regarding the deal and was transparent with your process. That's the painless way, Dig. Painless way is transparency, okay? It's just letting people know the end in mind. When you talk to them, you want to let them know why you're talking. Why should they trust you? Why should they spend their time? Everybody wants to know why, like why should I spend any more time of my time, precious time in life, working with this person? And is this person going to benefit me? Are they going to help me? Is it going to help me grow? You got to be able to answer those questions, especially when you're talking to someone new. That's how you build rapport. Okay. So guys, let me know, let me know over here. Let's see. You sounded curious. Cadence was on point and was up front. Yeah, and it was nice and relaxed. I was eating my sunflower seeds. I could have been a little bit more professional, but it's whatever, you know, have fun, be yourself. And that's who I am. Right. So, thank you guys, and keep throwing those in there. I appreciate everybody that's giving me some grades. Let's go into here. All right. So assignment agreement free giveaway. So I wasn't going to do this presentation without hooking you all up with, you know what, my assignment agreement that I've done $1 million with, over $1 million with. I'm hooking it up. So now you guys don't have to worry about getting your own. I'm going to give you mine, and you don't have to worry about it. Does it work? Because I'm going to show you how to fill it out, but also that I've done deals with it, right? So it works. So I'm going to hook you guys up with that thing. All you got to do is comment in the section agree, and my awesome, lovely executive assistant, my VA, executive VA, virtual assistant, is going to send you the links if you comment, right? Or if you want to bypass all that stuff, just go to the Facebook group, Painless Flipping, Wholesaling Real Estate Simplified, and we have all our stuff in there. You just have to ask for it, right? In the discussion. Just type, hey, I need that paperwork, Nate, and we'll hook it up. So just type in agree or join the Facebook group, but I'm hooking you up with my assignment agreement because, again, you guys are awesome. I want to make sure you have everything you need to succeed. No more bopping around trying to figure everything out. You get it all from Professor Nate. He doesn't hold anything back. In 2020, I never hold anything back, but 2025, I'm going to be known for the guy who never holds it back, okay? How to fill it out. You guys want to know how to fill out a real estate assignment agreement? Have you ever wondered how to do it? Do you want me to do it right now, live, so you guys don't have to ever wonder if it's done right? Okay. Give me a 1 if you're like, yes, fill it out for me live so I don't ever have to wonder if I fill it out an assignment agreement right. Okay. All right. I got some people saying 1. Let's do it. I knew that would be helpful. You know why? Because I sometimes I'm like, am I filling it out right? I fill out a lot of them, but did I do it right? So might as well fill it out for you guys. Just press 1 if you want to see it. 2 if you're like, hey, I'm out of this live. I'm out of watching this training. This is lame. I just want to know what's going on with my people out there. Okay. So let's go to the assignment agreement. Here is the assignment agreement that I use, and here's the one you're going to get. This is an assignment that I filled out. I just pulled this one from my documents, like for my drive. This is a fully executed assignment. Obviously, it was signed later, but this is it filled out. So here is it not filled out, and we're going to go through it right now. Okay, step by step, so never have to wonder or guess if you're doing it right. Okay, so let's do it step by step. I wish I actually had this on so I could fill it out with my pen, but I just have it on my computer screen. I should have put it on my vibe board so I can write it. But anyway, so here we go. I'm not actually going to type. I'm just going to tell you what I do. In reference to the contract between buyer, assignee, and so that would be the buyer you're assigning it to, and seller, assigner, that's you. So let's just make sure we're doing that right. Okay. So this is the buyer. Let's see. And seller. Okay. Sorry. That looks like that's filled out wrong. What in the world? I must have fixed it after. This must just be a one that didn't actually get sent, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Buyer and then seller, assigner. You are the assigner of the contract, right? Because you have the contract with the seller. Dated, and then you would date this the date of, I believe, the contract itself. Okay, let's make sure. Yes, this closing take place. Yes, I believe that's right. Okay. All right. So let me do it again. All right, because I'm doing this live, so I got to make sure it's all tight, uptight, nice and tight for you guys right here. Okay. In reference to the contract between the buyer, the assignee, who you're assigning it to, and the seller, assignor, that's you, you're assigning it to the buyer, dated the date, I believe it's the date of the original contract, okay? That I'm going to say that's what it is. Sometimes honestly, guys, sometimes I get confused between that and the day's date, but I believe it's the date of the specific, that you signed the specific contract. And even if it's not, like, it's totally, it doesn't matter. You can always fix it, okay? I'm just being transparent with you guys. Sometimes I forget this stuff, but it's a I believe it's the date of the specific contract. Property described as, and then you put the address of the property that you're working on, that you have under contract. Then you put your LLC, a signor. Remember, the seller, a signor, that's the same thing because a signor is someone that assigns it. Okay, a signer hereby assigns all rights to said contract, including the right ability to sign this or any other agreement pertaining to this property to a third party too. Okay, so that says, hey, I'm protecting myself. I'm assigning it to you. Okay, the signee, and that's the cash buyer. Okay, and in this situation, it was this guy, right? Boom. For the total purchase price of $260, right? $260, including assignment fee, right? So this is the beautiful thing. Let's see, total purchase price of blank, including assignment fee plus. So this is a cool thing that you can do with your assignment agreements. Now, it says right here for the total purchase price of $260, including assignment fee of $15K, $20K, $50K, or what you can do, which a lot of people get worried, like they don't want to disclose their assignment fee to the buyer, right? Because they don't want to tell them what it is. So instead, if you don't want to let people know what your assignment fee is, all you do is you just say for the total purchase price of $260, including assignment fee. And then at the title company, they figure out what the assignment fee is, depending the difference in your purchase price with the seller, the main agreement, and what you're signing it for. And that's what I ended up doing in this right here. I said for the total purchase price, including assignment fee of $260 plus. So I never told him. He never knew by signing this like what the assignment fee was. Now again, we're not sketchy, and we're going to tell them if they care, but a lot of time they just need to know what price you're assigning to them for in the assignment fee. It doesn't matter. So if you've ever worried about that, that's how you do it. You just say for the total purchase price, including assignment fee of $260 plus any inspection repairs. So you can take out the specific part where it has your assignment fee. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. For the total purchase price of $260, including assignment fee plus any inspections. So we're going to take this out. Assignment fee plus, because I don't think they need to know. Why is it important? They're buying it for a specific price. Okay. Assignment fee plus any inspections, repairs, and or closing costs. This closing will take place on or before the specific date of the closing. I actually try to get the closing the same day or a little bit before the actual close of the seller going. Because I'm the buyer on the other contract, I'm actually trying to get it done a little bit before so we don't have to wait and it's all done. So you just put that on the date. That's the closing date of the original contract. The undersigned, I'm not going to get into all this stuff. Basically, it just says, hey, I'm assigning you the property. This assignment shall be voidable at the sole discretion of the assigner in the event the assignee fails to pay the earnest money related to the assignment contemplated herein. Said EMD shall be in the amount of $5K, $10K, $50K, $100K, doesn't matter, whatever you want, and shall be paid within 24 hours. So what a lot of buyers that are sketchy will do is they're like, yeah, send me the assignment agreement, I'll buy it. And then they don't sign it, and they just hope that you stop talking to your other buyers, and then they're just trying to buy themselves more time to maybe assign it to somebody else or find a buyer, or I don't know what the heck they're doing. But I've had that happen quite a few times where they're like, yeah, we'll buy it, and they don't sign it within 24 hours. It's like, bro, you just sign the dang thing. What are you waiting on? You're either serious or you're not. So that's what this is for. It basically says, hey, you have 24 hours to put down your EMD, and you need to sign this, or this agreement is not valid. Okay. So that puts the pressure on them to hurry. And then it basically says, hey, put this, you can specifically put EMD shall be put at a specific title company. It depends, usually where they want their funds. And the undersigned agrees that they blah, 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 full authority to execute this document. Okay. So it basically just says hey, everybody has, by signing this, you're saying, yes, I have the power to sign this. Okay. I'm actually a part of the companies that I said I was. Okay. So that's it, guys. The assignment agreement is extremely simple. All right. And the only thing that I got really into in depth was about being able to not have to disclose your assignment fee to, if you don't want to, right? So you can keep that part and tell them exactly what your assignment fee is, or you can just say, hey, the total purchase price of $260, including assignment fee plus any inspections, blah, 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 blah. Okay. give me a 1 if you guys understand that, or give me a 2 if it's not clear, because I want to make sure before I move on from this that you guys understand that's how an assignment agreement works. You're basically just saying a signer here assigns it, the signer assigns it to the signee on this specific date, right? Dated. And I would say again, I believe it's the date of the contract that you're referring to. And if it's not, guys, I'll find that out. It honestly doesn't matter, because you can change the documents. Like at title companies, they'll let you know, and it doesn't really matter. But it's either, I don't know why I'm tripping on that point, but again, because when you do addendums on contracts, you have to reference the date of the specific contract. So I always get a little confused when it comes to those. Let's see, 20. Let's see. You know what? Actually, it's the date. It's the date. You know why? Because I'm sorry, I should just be dialed in, guys, but I get confused sometimes, and I'm just being open and honest. This is actually the day's date, not the date of the contract. I get them confused, because when you do an addendum, you have to reference the contract that the addendum 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to refer to the addendum, the date of the contract. But on this one, it's the day's date. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to confuse you. Hope that was okay. But that's it. So in the assignment agreement, it's just you, who you're assigning it to, you, the date of this happening, the property. Your LLC is assigning it to their LLC for a total purchase price of blank, including your assignment fee. So if you have it under contract for $340 and you're wholesaling it to them for $380, you just put for the total purchase price of $380, and then the title company will do the math. They'll say, okay, the first contract is $340. They're signing for $380. That's $40,000. Okay, that's what they do. It's not that hard. They're not going to mess it up. And if they do, give them a call. They won't, but it'll get figured out. The closing will take place on or before the specific date on the actual closing document, in the amount, and this is the EMD, $5K. We usually do 5 to 10 to 15K. Okay, it's pretty standard. No buyers are like, what, 5K, 10K? If they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it. It shouldn't really matter. Okay, and that's it. So guys, give me a 1 again if that was a helpful explanation of how to fill out an assignment contract step by step. Here we got, what electronic signature do you use to sign paperwork? Great question. I was actually going to answer that, like fill this out for people as we went, like in my actual document, like electronic signature. But I just didn't for some reason. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now, because I think that's important too. So if you go here to PandaDoc, it's absolutely free to use PandaDoc, and PandaDoc is legit. Okay, so PandaDoc is free. You just go to create new, boom, you select your file. So let's do this. I'll make this super easy for you guys. So when you guys get this document, okay, you just type in agree, comment agree right now, and you're going to get, I'm going to send this to you. Okay. So all you have to do is, I have to move this dang little camera. Okay. All you have to do is go to download PDF. Okay. Or you can download as a PDF, or you can download as a Word doc. Now the problem is, like, this has my LLC, so you're gonna have to erase this and stuff. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Give me 1 second. I got this dang timer on my phone always goes off. I got to turn that thing off. It reminds me that I need to stop working and go spend time with my family, which is important, because that's all that matters. Okay, hold on. Okay. But anyway, you take this agreement, and this is for you, MT, and anybody else watching. You take the agreement and you can download it as a PDF, or you can download it as a Microsoft Word document. You go here, you select file, and then you got it right here, assignment agreement. You open, you put in the email of the who you're sending it to, right? So if you're sending it to yourself to sign it, and then you need to add in the buyer's information, You go to continue. It's very simple. I love PandaDoc. It's freaking dope. All right. Then all you do is, depending on who you need to sign. So we already told you that in the situation, I'm the signor, and let's say this person is the what's his name, the buyer, and then you just drag the fields over. You drag these over. It's so easy. And even like does let's see, ventures a signer, blah blah blah. I think someone's trying to call me. Hold on. Stop calling me. I'm training. I'm doing a training. Okay, hold on. Appreciate everyone being patient with me. All right. There are some hiccups that come up and happen in lives. That's why people do videos all edited, like, right? So you don't have to deal with this, but you guys see what real life is like. Anyway, signatures are easy. You just plop them right down, and then you send, email, and then people can sign it. So to answer your question, MT, boom, that's how you do it. That's PandaDoc, free. Go check it out. Nice. All right. So everybody, let's freaking wrap this thing up, because I've given you as much as I can today, and I will always give you everything I have. But we're pretty much done here. We only got a couple slides left, so let's get out of here. Let's finish this up. So that's exactly how you do it. I hope that helped you, MT. So a lot of people want to know, do I need a transaction coordinator to do all this? Okay, I'm gonna answer that in a little bit, but basically, all you need to do is, once you get this document signed, you just need to send it to an investor-friendly title company. How do you find investor-friendly title company? Investor-friendly title company. You can find them on Facebook. You can go to real estate groups that are investor-friendly, and real estate groups, and just say, hey, what's a good title company? Simple as that. That's the fastest way to find a good title company. People will recommend it. Okay, submit the paperwork, and these people do deals all the time. They do this type of paperwork. They're going to take care of you. Okay. A lot of people worry about, like, oh man, should I get a transaction coordinator? I'm going to explain like when you would need one. Okay. So we're going to be going over frequently asked questions and any questions that you guys might have right now. This is your time to shine. Let me know your questions. I'm going to try and get to them, but if I can't get to all of them, I will get to them after the live. So just type in any questions you have. We had MT had an awesome question about the electronic signature that I went over. But while we're waiting for people, I'll frequently ask questions that I get a lot is, should I use a transaction coordinator? And the thing about transaction coordinators is, in my opinion, they don't really make sense unless like you have a deal that's like the paperwork is very difficult and there's lots of liens and there's a lot of things to overcome. But like most deals are pretty simple, right? Like it's assignment. It's just a wholesale deal is just the real estate purchase contract and assigning it. That's it, right? And if the person's in pre-foreclosure, usually and behind and has some liens, usually the title company, the escrow officer will be able to figure it out, or the attorney. So transaction coordinators, like that makes sense. Like if you're doing tons and tons of volume and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't handle all these deals and I don't want to deal with it. That's when I would say it makes sense. But if you're just doing one or two deals here and there, just find a really good title company like I have, and they take care of it and they help you out. Now, if your title company is like, hey, this deal has all these problems and I'm not going to deal with it, then you can get a transaction coordinator. But I don't think it's worth paying one if you don't have a lot of volume, or if if it's a simple deal, right? If it's just a simple, assignment, right? So when does hiring make sense? I just told you tasks they handle and how they save you time. Well, they take care of all the paperwork. Okay. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I don't see any questions coming through at the moment. I'm sure that many more will come and we'll get to them. Common mistakes to avoid that kill deals when you're trying to dispo. Overpricing deals. Guys, how many of you got an email from a wholesaler saying price reduction, price reduction? What does that mean? They ask too much money and nobody wants to look at their deals anymore because they send out bad deals. So don't overprice your deals. Usually, you have a good deal or not, and you should be able to, if you know how to analyze deals and go to my training that I told you about, you should be able to send out deals at the right price. And if you have good relationships with cash buyers, you'll be able to find that out too. Okay. Poor communication with buyers and real estate agents. Guys, be careful, right? Like you got to make sure you have trust. Trust is so important. Deals can fall through if people don't trust each other. So you got to make sure there's trust in these deals that you're doing. Failing to follow up regularly. Okay. If you just trust, okay, trust is important, but if you just are not, if you're working with somebody you don't trust and you just send them an assignment agreement and they sign it and you just hope things get taken care of, you got to make sure the buyer, that's why trust is so important, because if you trust the buyer that you've done deals with, like, it's going to get done. But if you don't trust and you're new and you don't know if they're legit or not, then you got to make sure you follow up. And if you fail to follow up, the deal might fall through. Quick fixes for each mistake is work with A+ buyers, work with people in your network, and use investor-friendly title companies. They will have your back. Investor friend. So we got A+ buyers, network, and investor friendly title companies. Investor friendly title companies. Man, you guys probably can't even read that. Investor friendly title companies. All right. So we're pretty much to the end where I'm going to give you guys all the resources. We've got one slide left, but if any of you guys need help, the reason why I do this is because I love what I do. I love helping others. I not only love helping people in real estate, but I love helping people progress in their personal lives, because being successful in business is not just knowing how to run a business, but it's being successful internally and feeling good about what you do and being the best version of yourself. So if you guys need help one-on-one, I have an apprenticeship. I work with people hands-on. Just go to painlessflipping.com. There's a survey to fill out to see if you would qualify. We only work with a certain amount of people at a time because there's only so many people we can work with one-on-one. This is true one-on-one. It's not like you don't get someone to work with or get thrown into a large group and just cross your fingers and hope someone will talk to you, okay, after you spend thousands and thousands of dollars. Painless Flipping Apprenticeship, what you get is hands-on support, real-time coaching and resources. And if you feel like this is in-depth, man, I'll be talking your ear off. We're going to be blowing your mind in there. So that's just if you guys need help, okay? There's no hardcore pitch on there because, again, it's only if you guys want. Now, if you guys have enjoyed this live, it would mean the world to me to do these couple things, okay? Comment to get the free agreement now, okay? I want to hook you guys up. So comment, agree. That's all you got to do is comment, agree. Join my Facebook group, okay? Because all the tools that I told you about in this live, they're in my Facebook group. I'm just going to give them to you. I just rattle off all this stuff. It's all in there, okay? Now, if you found this helpful, I would love to ask you to just share this or like it or subscribe. Any of the things those would be nice for me, because I am trying to grow this and get in front of more people. So if you can like, wherever you're watching this, if you can like it, if you can give me a subscribe or follow, that would mean a lot to me. And the ultimate thing that would mean the most to me, that helps with the algorithm, is if you share this. If you're sharing this, that's just the nicest thing in the world, because it's like, wow, you're willing to put that on your social media. You're willing to say, hey, I watched this because this is actually pretty good. That means a ton, and I would love that. So if you can subscribe, like, share, woo, man, you're making my day. All right. That's just how it is. This is the way the world is. If you want to get your stuff in front of more people, it's got to be shared. It's got to be shown. It's got to be liked. So people say, hey, this is good stuff. There's too much crap out there. So I'm up against a lot trying to get my content out there, trying to get this training and how much I'm trying to give all this information to you guys so you can crush it. They're not showing my stuff to everybody, guys. I believe everybody could benefit from this. And if you guys believe people could benefit, again, it would mean a lot to me. If you like it, you share it. And you guys hear it like, hey, hit the bell icon, like, share, subscribe. That's all garbage. I'm not trying to hit you guys with that. I just try to give you guys an hour plus of just straight value. So now I'm asking you, mean the world to me. Like, subscribe, share. Okay, that's it. Share this. This has been Painless Flipping. And I love you guys. I hope this is helpful. My goal is to make everybody that watches this extremely successful this year and forever in their lives. Not only succeed in your real estate life and your real estate business, but in your personal lives, because again, it's not just about money, guys. It's about God, family, friends. It's about who you become, not about the dough. But it is fun to make money and work hard and pursue something great. So that's why I do it. But remember what it's always about. It's all about family, God, family, and loving one another. All right. Where do I find the novation videos talking to agents? So MT, good question. Novation, there's a ton on my YouTube channel, but if you want the specific contract where you need that to do a novation, that's in my Facebook group too. It's under, if you just search how to fill out contracts in the group, there's a training on there, or it's in the featured section. You can find everything that you want there if you just go to, let's see. Yeah, if you just go to the search bar and just type in what you want, it's going to be able to pop it up in the Facebook group or in the YouTube channel, either one. Okay. Nathan Valley, MT Nathan Valley. Okay. Nathan Valley is awesome too. Okay. He's also in the group as well. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Thank you for attending, and like, share, and subscribe. It means the world to me. We'll see you on the next training. We're doing one tomorrow in my Facebook group specifically. You guys want to be on that one, we're going to be going over how to negotiate with sellers and how to have the right conversations that convert to deals. Peace out, everybody.